My name is Eileen White, and I am a 1974 graduate of the College of Education with a bachelor's degree in elementary and kindergarten education. It's my honor today to introduce the first speaker, Elizabeth, also known as Liz Aceto. Liz is the owner of Studio One Music in State College and is a K through ninth grade licensed teacher with 17 plus years of teaching experience. She has taught in Chicago. You warned me the pages weren't numbered. She has taught in Chicago public and private schools, the State College Area School District, and charter schools. She has also partnered with local homestead groups to provide music education. Liz has been teaching studio lessons on a broad range of instruments since 2006. She has classically performed throughout Europe on the flute and has been awarded national honors in jazz music, playing upright bass and classical voice. She believes in the power of music and how it can bring social change to heal an individual as well as a community. Liz is also involved in leadership within the sports world, where she coaches competitive trampoline and power tumbling, as well as classical and contemporary dance. She serves as the Pennsylvania State Chair of the USA Gymnastics, the USA Gymnastics Region 6 Elite Track Coordinator, is a board member of the NAIGC National Board for Trampoline and Tumbling, and is a Category 2 rated judge. Liz holds a Master of Education degree in Special Education from Penn State World Campus, a bachelor's degree in Education, Music Performance, and a minor in African History from the North Park University of Chicago. Let's welcome Liz as she presents Pursuing Passions to Strengthen Your Specialty.
Good morning. It is an honor to be here and share my journey with you around this theme of women in leadership. It's an opportunity for us to celebrate and empower women who have made significant strides in their respective fields. To become a great leader in your chosen specialty, you need to take a step into hotter water to release new ideas. So what does it take to bring the water from lukewarm to its boiling point? That's what we're talking about today. So today I want to share with you my journey of pursuing things I'm passionate about and how it's strengthened my specialties. So here's my contact information if you want to look me up or follow me on the Instagrams. I have multiple. So today I'll be covering 5 sections of this topic: what is passion, the journey of discovery, my journey, surprising examples, and I'll conclude with how everything I'm talking about comes together. So what is passion? Imagine a life where every day is fueled by a fire that burns deep within you. That is the fire of passion. So it's exciting, motivating, enjoyable, and captivating. This is the very fire that ignites our souls, propels us beyond our limits, and fuels our pursuit of excellence. The same force drives us to push boundaries, overcome obstacles, and reach new heights. This is passion. It's what gives us purpose to our endeavors, meaning to our work, and inspiration to make an impact on those around us. Today, I'll share a personal journey with you, one that has been shaped by the dedication to the passions that have become the essence of my identity. So what if you don't know what your passion is? We all have hobbies, but what is that one thing that we laser in on, right? So discovering your passions is deeply personal, it's transformative, and it's a journey that requires self-exploration. You need curiosity and an openness to new experiences. So start by paying attention to the activities, interests, and topics that attract your attention and bring you joy. Step out of your comfort zone and engage in a wide range of experiences, whether it's trying out different hobbies, volunteering, or exploring new places. Embrace those moments of curiosity. Reflect on what truly excites you and energizes you. This is the thing that makes you lose track of time. Keep an open mind, be willing to step outside outside of your comfort zone, since most hobbies and passions tend to be unexpected or more niche. Embrace the journey of self-discovery, knowing that it may evolve over time, and have patience as you explore and uncover the passions that will ultimately ignite your soul and lead you towards a more sense of purpose and fulfillment. So, the most successful experts belong to a wider world. Start broad and increase diverse experiences as they present. So broad examples may range from playing music or writing to dancing and acting, and then you find within those topics a subcategory. So, second topic, there are 5 prominent areas that are crucial to explore. So according to mindset mentor Rob Dial, there are 5 prominent areas that are crucial to explore and find a passion in. So first one is an activity that can make you money or have a job that feels like a hobby. You're doing it because it's fun and feels exciting to you to do this. So this can look like writing, music, coding, like coding on the computer, jewelry making, anything in that realm. So maybe one day you'll decide to start an Etsy store or start a business. This activity should be something you feel an energetic pull to and something you want to get better at. Second is an activity that keeps you healthy and in shape. So this can look anything from working out to jogging, playing intramural leagues like adult soccer, adult tennis, or joining an adult dance class or gymnastics class. According to a study conducted by the British Journal of Sports Medicine, people who lifted weights once or twice per week, as well as the recommended amount of aerobic activities, had a 41% lower all-cause mortality rate, and weightlifting was associated with a lower cancer mortality. The third area is a hobby that is a creative outlet. Examples can range from common to niche, such as art, writing, photography, music, video editing, or doing makeup. One of the things that restricts people's happiness in life is that they don't have a creative outlet to put their creativity into the world. If you don't currently have that creative thing, that's something and about something that may be on the top of your mind that you have interest in or are learning more about, or something you want to be more creative in. We need to get away from the idea of perfection. You don't need to be able to draw in realism to be an artist or someone who enjoys art. I've heard people say, I'm just not creative. I disagree. Humans by nature are creative. You just haven't found that thing that brings out your creativity. If you're keeping in your creativity, it's like needing to cry and not being able to let it out. It's restricting the energy inside you, and the energy is meant to be put into the world. The fourth hobby to explore is one that builds your knowledge and improves your intelligence, such as reading, taking a night class, using Skillshare, YouTube, or Duolingo, or conferences such as this one. This fosters personal growth, adaptability, and professional advancement. It enables individuals to continuously expand their knowledge, acquire new skills, and stay relevant in the world that's rapidly changing around us. Lifelong learning promotes intellectual stimulation, personal enrichment, and a sense of fulfillment, contributing to your overall well-being and a more meaningful life. There's a saying, you're either green and growing or brown and dying. So you're either going forwards or going backwards. The last category is one hobby to improve your mindset. So to improve the being that you are. This comes from the form of self-improvement, such as working through any past trauma, any relationship issues, or just generally things you haven't overcome yet. So some ways to do this would be to meet with a therapist, read more books, recognize possible substances, or join a men and women's group. So when you're able to find a hobby in each one of these categories and focus in on something you're truly passionate about, you'll improve in a human in all aspects of your life. Your passions will help you keep one foot outside of your world. So your world would be, if you're a teacher, teaching is your world. If you're a doctor, medical is your world. So this is how you bring your water temperature from lukewarm to boiling. You need to implement your passions. By pursuing multiple interests and discovering things you're passionate about, you'll become an effective influence and achieve something greater. From afar, it may seem that somebody with multiple interests and passions may be scattering and dissipating their energies. while in reality, they're channeling and strengthening them. All right, so my journey is a little crazy. From a young age, I embarked on a dual path, embracing the world of music and gymnastics, and dance is in there too. These two passions became my comfort, my outlets for self-expression, and my sources of resilience during both proud and challenging moments in my life. Little did I know that these passions would lay the foundation for a remarkable journey of self-discovery, personal growth, that would continue way far beyond my high school years. At the age of 5, I was signed up for gymnastics and dance classes, and also began playing the violin. As the years unfolded, my love for music expanded beyond one instrument, and I immersed myself to date, now 15 instruments. This thirst for knowledge and skill acquisition was made possible by many band directors who, was able to provide me with instruments, any free of charge, any instruments that I wanted to learn. So amongst the range of instruments that I played, it was flute and my own voice, so singing, that really resonated with me. These two disciplines became the focal points of my in-depth studies. So I participated in the Lawrence University Conservatory of Music for 6 years. I played with the Green Bay Symphony Orchestra. I spent countless weekends committing to multiple honors music programs around the state, sang and played guitar on the worship team at church, participated in school musicals in all roles, from set development, light design, pit orchestra, and earning lead roles. Hours upon hours were spent perfecting technique, exploring the depths of musical expression, and constantly pushing the boundaries of my abilities. As the time arrived to choose a path for higher education, I found myself trying to make a really hard decision. So AMDA, which is the American Music and Dance Academy in New York City, a really popular theater program, or the opportunity to pursue a dual music performance degree at North Park University in Chicago, where my passions could intertwine with collegiate athletics. It was a decision that would shape my journey in ways that I had no idea, and leading me to a deeper understanding of the power of passion's strength that it brings to our specialties. So how do I choose? With great deliberation, I chose North Park University, a decision that would shape my journey in lots and lots of ways. So this chapter in my life brought me a wealth of experiences. So as a performance major, I immersed myself in flute and voice while embracing a plethora of musical opportunities. So I was seated as principal flute in the university orchestra for all 4 years, and coming back in year 5 to play ringer. I was in the university's vocal jazz group, did multiple chamber music collaborations, and sometimes multiple at the same time. So chamber music is like small groups, and you do competitions and performances. I played first chair flute as well as piccolo chair in the concert band. To top it off, I was granted a cheerleading scholarship and went on to be cheer captain for 3 years. But my story doesn't end. So simultaneously, I pursued another passion, which is coaching gymnastics. It's an undeniable calling, a desire to share my love for the sport and inspire others to reach their fullest potential. The months between high school retirement and the conclusion of semester 1 of college had me missing the sport, and in ways I didn't think were possible. My last year of gymnastics, I thought I was done, and I was okay with that until I wasn't. So the love I had for gymnastics overcame me, and all I wanted to do was be back in the gym. So the summer of 2013, I took a coaching position at coaching gymnastics at a sleepaway camp in Pennsylvania, as well as a coaching position in a nearby gym in Chicago. So that's how I got here. So throughout the first couple of semesters, while fulfilling my music requirements, I also added history classes. And I was driven by my own curiosity and love for history. I just wanted to learn more. These surprisingly incomparable passions began to weave a tapestry of experience that would forever shape me. So, lots on my plate. I'm overwhelmed. So, however, life presents us with unexpected twists and turns. that challenge our preconceived notions of who we think we are and the paths that we thought that we were destined to follow. So among the dozens upon dozens, let's be real, probably hundreds of rehearsals, practices, and academic requirements, a moment of realization struck me, a moment that would change the trajectory of my life. Overwhelmed by the demanding nature of a music performance major, the realization of current and future anxiety began to bear heavily. I found myself questioning the path I had chosen and the potential toll it would take on my well-being and career lifespan. Could I really do this for the rest of my life? Could I sit in an orchestra, or could I sit in orchestra rehearsals for the rest of my life and every day worry that I would lose my job if I played a wrong note? I was spending 8 hours a day or more alone in a practice room, living with crippling anxiety over making my repertoire perfect for fear of being reprimanded publicly in the next rehearsal, especially the first handful of rehearsals after receiving new repertoire. I was yelled at frequently for not knowing the music immediately and being able to play it perfect inside and out. It got to the point where I was being yelled at for playing out of tune or wrong notes when I wasn't even playing and I was counting 35 bars of rest. So I loved music, I loved playing in orchestra, but I couldn't justify continuing in this headspace and always asking the question, what if I don't have a job? So this is my flute teacher, one of them. Upon reaching out to one of my mentors, my flute teacher, Patricia George, a world-renowned flutist, shared words of wisdom that resonated deeply with me. She said, "I never recommend the flute performance major to anyone. I don't think it'll truly make you happy. In fact, the most talented flute player I know is a surgeon. You don't have to be a performance major to be an exceptional musician." These words shattered my preconceived notions and ignited a new understanding and a new perspective. Our passions are not confined to a singular path, but rather they can manifest and enhance our specialties in unexpected ways. This reassured me that my passion for music would not be wasted, regardless of the path I chose. So, with courage, I made the decision to add an education major to my studies. It was a decision that opened up a world of possibilities, allowing me to integrate my passion for teaching and my love for music. As I embarked on this path, a new sense of purpose emerged, one that extended beyond the confines of a single specialization. The journey that followed was filled with growth, self-reflection, and the realization that pursuing passions and strengthening our specialties is not linear. It's a dynamic dance between passion and expertise, constantly evolving and expanding as we embrace new experiences and seize opportunities for growth. After graduating with my teaching license and gaining valuable experience teaching in the Chicago school system, I felt a calling to take the next step in my journey by pursuing a master's degree in special education. Since I had been working in Pennsylvania in the summers, I had a strong desire to move to this area because it's beautiful. I discovered that Penn State was a perfect fit for my aspirations. Upon acceptance, I knew that coaching gymnastics was a dependable and fulfilling job that I thoroughly enjoyed. So in 2016, I secured a coaching position at Center Elite Gymnastics here in State College, and soon found myself promoted to program director, where I had the opportunity to create and lead a competitive trampoline and tumbling team. I also began working with the Pennsylvania Special Olympics, as well as USA Gymnastics HUGS program, and HUGS stands for Hope Unites Gymnastics with Special Athletes. It's kind of like Special Olympics integrated into the mainstream gymnastics world. It was during this time that I also obtained my judging certifications, which further strengthened my expertise in the field. Obtaining a master's degree in special education has significantly enhanced my skills and expertise as a music teacher and a coach. It made me a sought-after professional in both of my fields. The knowledge and insights gained through my specialized education and experience have enabled me to effectively cater to the diverse learning needs of students with varying abilities and disabilities. One area of my expertise that I take pride in is my work with the blind community. I learned basic Braille, how to use a manual Braille writer, as well as a Braille Note Touch, which is like a tablet made for people who are blind. So the Braille Note Touch helps assist students who are blind to be successful in music, and play music and explore art. So I have also adapted gymnastics equipment so it can be enjoyed by young children who have lost or are progressively losing their vision. By understanding different learning styles, adapting instructional strategies, and creating inclusive environments, I'm able to provide tailored music lessons that meet the unique needs of each student. This comprehensive approach to teaching has garnered recognition and trust from parents and students alike, making me more sought after, more appreciated. Because I am capable of fostering a supportive and inclusive learning environment for everyone. As my career continued to evolve, I embarked on a teaching position at charter school where I taught music, continued coaching, and had a few private flute students in my unestablished studio. Life seemed to be aligning perfectly, and then COVID. So COVID struck, everything came to a halt. The school that I was teaching at, I was there for maybe 2.5, 3 years. They no longer needed my services due to the shift to online learning, and unemployment checks were not enough to sustain me. So it was during this challenging time that a few of my music families from the school inquired about continuing instrumental lessons via Zoom. Eager to adapt, I agreed, and word of mouth spread really quick, thanks to Facebook. Those Happy Valley mom groups, there's some of them. So I said, okay. I started receiving more and more inquiries for online lessons, and when restrictions lifted, I transitioned back to in-person teaching. So in November 2020, I took a significant step by officially establishing my music studio as a legal business, Studio One Music LLC. Since then, I've seen tremendous growth with over 50 active students and even a homeschooled general music class. So this was kind of said in my bio, which I didn't realize, but I'll just briefly touch. In addition to being a music educator and a business owner, I have multiple leadership roles within USA Gymnastics, such as the elite track coordinator. So I'm in charge of giving gyms the education that they need to foster the development of their athletes. Recently, I was just elected Pennsylvania State Chair. I have done technical chair, which I will probably still do as state chair, which arranges judges in the state, basically. And I'm a Category 2 rated judge. I run the trampoline tumbling program, and I'm the dance director at my gym. So my journey has taught me that the pursuit of passion and hobbies is not a luxury, but a necessity. It's through the pursuit of our passions that we unlock our true potential and make a profound impact on the world. Each and every one of us has a fire within, a passion waiting to be ignited. It's this fire that holds the key to unlocking our fullest potential and strengthening our specialties. So some surprising examples. These are people who have pursued their passions to become exemplary experts in their field. Violin MD on YouTube, her name is Dr. Siobhan DeShower. She is a certified Canadian internal medicine and rheumatology specialist. And prior to her medical career, she was a professional violinist, a passion that she still holds onto and incorporates into her professional life. Adriana Lonick, also known as the Dancing Realtor on TikTok. Adriana goes by Beep, which is a nickname she's had since we were children. She's a violinist and a dancer that has taken her passions into the professional world of realty. And to advertise her housing market, she creates videos of her clients and her dancing. Dr. Ken Jeong, also known as Dr. Ken, is a licensed licensed physician of internal medicine. You may know him as the comedian and actor in The Hangover, Community, Step Brothers, Role Models, etc. Now to here, Albert Einstein was a German theoretical physicist, which we all know, known as one of the most influential scientists of all time. He was also an established and surprisingly self-taught violinist, and they're all actually recordings of him on YouTube. World champion trampolinist Bronwyn Dibb is also an active and established collegiate rugby player. If you know anything about trampoline, it's kind of like the dance part of the power tumbling world, and you wouldn't really associate a trampolinist with rugby, which is kind of crazy. She currently has goals of competing rugby professionally on the New Zealand national team. Jennifer Stone is a former Disney Channel star known for her role as Harper on Wizards of Waverly Place. After experiencing a personal health crisis, she found her passion in nursing. The Wright brothers were most known for engineering airplanes. They were first famous for their first famous bicyclists from the 1890s, competitive bikers. Orville Wright was a champion bicyclist where Wilbur was a gymnast. They said they can build a better bike than they could buy, so that's what they ended up doing, and they engineered a more modern bicycle, and they started their own business running a bike shop before they developed airplanes. So once the bike shop started, their sister jumped into the picture, Catherine Wright, and she was a teacher and ended up playing a significant role in the pursuit of aviation. NBA legend Calvin Murphy was a nationally ranked baton twirler. In fact, at the height of his NBA career, he won the Texas State Baton Twirling Championship and says that baton twirling helped him succeed in the NBA. Professional Chicago violinist Eva Sirota-Rachik of the band Red 255 was a national champion judo fighter until her college years. Pursuing that passion helped her with perseverance, accountability, and consistency. You just can't win a judo match. You have to practice consistently and treat your body well. She also specialized in classical violin until branching into jazz, and most recently, niche flamenco metal, which she currently holds a residency in at the Drake Hotel in Chicago. So as we navigate the complexities of our professional lives, it's easy to lose sight of our passions, our hobbies, amidst the demands and pressures that surround us. It's really easy to get caught up in work. We may question whether pursuing our passions is a luxury we cannot afford or delegate energy to, or an indulgence that distracts us from our chosen path. But I stand here today to tell you that passion is not a distraction, it's a catalyst for greatness. When we align our passions with our specialties, we embark on a journey of exponential growth and fulfillment. Our passions become the fuel that propels us forwards, igniting a fire within us that can't be extinguished. It's this fire that drives us to continuously improve and push beyond our limits and unlock the gold mines of untapped potential within us. Pursuing our passions enhances our professional expertise in ways that are truly remarkable. It infuses our work with a level of dedication and commitment that can't be replicated. We become relentless in our pursuit of knowledge, constantly seeking opportunities to learn and grow. This sensational thirst for mastery propels us to become lifelong learners and constantly staying at the forefront of our fields. Passion also breeds creativity and innovation. When we're passionate about what we do, we bring fresh perspectives, new ideas, and bold approaches to the table. We challenge the status quo, daring to think outside the confines of convention. This ability to think differently allows us to solve problems in unique and unexpected ways, which sets us apart from other experts in our fields. Furthermore, pursuing our passions brings authenticity to our work. When we're engaged in work that aligns with what we're passionate about, it shines through in everything we do. Our enthusiasm becomes contagious, inspiring those around us and building trust with our colleagues and clients. Our authenticity becomes our signature, which sets us apart in the sea of sameness. But perhaps the most profound impact of aligning passion with expertise is the sense of purpose it brings. When we pursue our passions, we tap into something greater than ourselves. We connect with our true calling, our reason for being. This sense of purpose infuses our work with meaning and fulfillment, giving us a sense of joy and satisfaction that transcends mere success. If we entered a profession where all we did was focus on one topic, go home, sleep, we would burn out really fast. So the lessons I've learned is that through the fusion of my passions and expertise, I learned valuable lessons. I learned that pursuing passions brings unmatched motivation and dedication, which propels us to exceed our own expectations. I discovered that creativity and innovation thrive when it's fueled by genuine enthusiasm. By immersing myself in diverse experiences and embracing activities that ignite my passion, I've been able to see the world through a different lens and make a meaningful impact in the lives of the children I educate. I experienced firsthand how specialization and niche expertise differentiates us from the crowd, opening doors to unique possibilities. So in conclusion, I encourage each and every one of you to embrace your passions, hobbies, and interests. I challenge you to unlock your full potential, fearlessly pursue the extraordinary possibilities that lie ahead, and to integrate them into whatever your specialty is. Together, let us continue to strengthen our specialties, challenge the status quo, and bring a brighter future for the next generation. Let your passions be the driving force behind your professional journey. It's the driving force behind innovation, the catalyst for personal growth, and the key to unlocking our true potential. Don't settle for being stagnant. Don't settle for being lukewarm. Nurture that fire within you. It's a flame that can illuminate the darkest corners and guide you towards a life of fulfillment and purpose. Thank you.